Yo, what's up, guys? We are back, and this morning we have some stuff we need to talk about. Sorry if I look a bit of a mess. I just got out of the shower. But over the past couple days, I've done a couple videos covering this new Pokemon that was leaked and all that, and during our community day live stream, it actually started showing up in Pokemon Go. And now this morning, I wake up, I got a shit ton of notifications on my phone. So I'm sleeping in the bed, right? My phone starts going off, right? So I kind of do one of these, right? Where you just kind of, you don't really get up, you just kind of reach around for it, you find it, and then I go like this, and I go swipe, and then immediately I jumped out of bed, and I'm like, okay, you have my full attention. I am awake now. Hashtag woke. Oh my god, I regret saying that. That was cringe. Uh, oh my god, that was cringe. Anyway, so I wake up. I'm watching this video, and the new Pokemon, we have a name, okay? We know, where it falls as a Pokemon as far as, is it a regular Pokemon? Is it a legendary? Is it a mythical? We know what it is now. And we know its typing. So we know pretty much everything we could possibly want to know about it. And this was a video that was from the official Pokemon YouTube channel. So you know it's legit. But before we get into it, I want to talk about all the people who did not believe in this little guy. They were just team placeholder all day long. They were like, no, regardless of how much proof you give us, we're gonna call it a fucking placeholder. So let's hop over to one of Verlisify's videos, and I'm not trying to shit on anybody. Verlisify is obviously a well more off, like, distinguished YouTube channel than I am. So I'm not trying to shit on anybody. I'm not trying to hate on anybody. I just want to make that very clear. But let's hop over to one of his videos. So this is a video he did. The new special Pokemon leaked Gen 8 Pokemon Datamon. This was before we had, like, in-game gameplay of it. This was before it showed up on in Pokemon Go. But I just want to scroll down because I left a comment on this video, because in this video he and a lot of other people, like Jinx Club over here, whoever runs Jinx Club, which you can't see because my camera's in the way, but there we go. Whoever runs that, I think it's Pocus Serena or something like that, I don't know, but whoever runs that, along with Verlisify and a bunch of other people, were just trying to make the argument, oh, it's a placeholder, it's a placeholder. Keep in mind, this was before we had in-game footage of it. This was before any of that. I just want to scroll down, because I left a comment on this video, and I felt my comment was pretty well. I made a pretty good argument here, so I'm gonna let's see. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you guys can see this. There we go. So my argument was, I actually like the design and I think it's real. To all the people who think it's a placeholder, typically a placeholder is just a 2D asset, something very low effort. However, even if they use 3D models as placeholders, they wouldn't then take the time to design a texture for said 3D model. The fact that this 3D model has a multicolored texture that fits the model perfectly is proof enough that this is not a placeholder. For all the people saying the model looks similar to Ditto, this could be coincidental, or it could be potential Ditto evolution. Ditto was supposed to get an evolution in Gen 2 via the metal coat, but the design was scrapped from the game. This is clearly a steel type, and it looks similarly enough to Ditto that it could be a redesign of the Ditto evolution we never got back in Gen 2. Regardless if it's related to Ditto or not, it's 100% real. Now that was my comment that I had there. So that was my comment I left on his video. And I feel like I made a very solid argument there. I pointed out the reasons why this can't be a placeholder. Which Verlisify actually replied to this. He actually replied. So if I go to view replies, his reply was multicolor isn't proof in any way. That was his reply. Alright, well, and then we have another guy here who says, I wouldn't say 100% real, but you're right about everything else. So he acknowledges, this guy, whoever this guy is, he acknowledges that I'm right with what I said. And I don't like to be the I'm right about everything kind of guy, but like, when I have this long thought out argument and your only reply is multicolor isn't proof in any way, like, come on, come stronger with that. If you're gonna argue this thing is a placeholder, which I said from day one that it wasn't, you know, they, at least give an argument, come on. But, anyway, and then, of course, later that day, we had in-game footage, so I said, I replied to Verlisify, I said, hate to bust your balls, my dude, but we have in-game footage of the new Pokemon in Pokemon Go, complete with the shiny variant and an idle animation. Don't think they would make an idle animation for a placeholder. Checkmate. and he never replied to that. This was, again, before it actually started showing up in Pokemon Go after the Community Day. So I just wanted to cover that a little bit. But to all the people saying this thing is a placeholder, it has a name now. We have a name. It's not a placeholder. It never was a placeholder. So here we go. We hop over to Cerebi, and you can see here let me resize this back to normal. But yeah, to all the people who said it's a placeholder, it's not. Also, this thing is definitely my new favorite Pokemon. So, Lugia will always be my favorite legendary. Lugia will always be my favorite legendary, but this is my new favorite Pokemon. So you can see here we have... Oh, hold on. Okay, that didn't do what I thought it was going to do. Never mind. I thought it was just going to enhance the image there. But we have a video from the official Pokemon YouTube channel. But let's see. I just want to read this real quick. This is over at Cerebi. The Pokemon is called Meltan. So its name is Meltan. It's a steel type, which I said it was going to be a steel type. Which, I mean, it's obviously a steel type. Like, that's not anything newsworthy, or at least not to me. But there were some people saying it was going to be a normal type or a ground type or whatever else is boosted by cloudy weather in Pokemon Go. I think it's normal and ground. It might be normal and rock, but anyway, people said it was going to be one of those typings because it was weather boosted in cloudy weather in Pokemon Go, which my argument was Ditto's a normal type. It's weather boosted in cloudy weather, and the game is considering every single one of those as a Ditto, so the weather boost doesn't prove anything about typing, which I was right. Because we now know it's a steel type, which is what I was saying from the beginning, and based on its design, it should be pretty obvious that it's a steel type. But anyway, let's watch this footage here. Now, to actually watch this without getting copyright, I am gonna have to swap over to this preset here, which is not... There we go. Okay, so my camera isn't set up in this one. Sorry about that. I'm using a different camera layout than what I use for this. But anyway, this is just like my go-to kinda, this is my go-to screen if I don't want to get copyright from anything. So I don't have... I don't have any audio on this right now. And again, that's just to avoid, copyright, audio copyright, so... But you can read what he's saying.
Why, hello there, Willow, my boy. What Pokemon are you going to send me today? Actually, Professor, it's a special one. You see, there's something very important about... Oh, don't tell me. Is it a Pikachu? No, I already sent you a Pikachu a little while back. Then it must be an Eevee. No, Professor, I actually have a Ditto for you to... A Ditto? That was going to be my next guess. Well, you see, the thing is, Professor, it's not just any Ditto. I wanted to discuss the Pokemon this Ditto has transformed itself into. Mm-hmm. What do you mean? Here, have a look at this video. What is this? I've never seen this Pokemon. You haven't? Well, if that's the case, Professor, it must be a new Pokemon, undiscovered till now. There have been numerous sightings of this Pokemon reported over the past few days. But it turns out that all of them were just transformed Ditto. That's all we've got right now. Wait! I have seen this Pokemon. It was in an ancient text I once read. So, heard of it? Yes, if I'm not mistaken, it could be the mythical Pokemon, Meltan! Meltan? Found it. This is the text. The description here matches the image you sent me. You're right. This is a discovery for the ages, Professor Oak. But it does make you wonder what kind of Pokemon Meltan might be. Who knows? But I am excited to find out, Professor. I'll keep gathering any information I can find. And I'll keep going through these texts, as well as taking a close look at that Ditto you were sending my way. Oh, Professor, I knew you wouldn't let me down. I consider myself very lucky to have you as my mentor. I know. Right. I'll be in touch. Wait, Meltan. Meltan's its name, huh? It's got a nice ring to it? Right. Looks like it's time to do some field work.
There we go. So that's the trailer there. And I just realized you guys probably picked up audio on that, you guys probably picked up audio on that anyway, because I have my mic on, so you guys probably were able to hear that trailer anyway. I actually won't know until the video goes up, but I just want to show the little end slate here, because look, we have in-game footage of it in Pokemon Let's Go, so it looks like this Pokemon is going to be in Pokemon Go and Pokemon Let's Go, so that's really cool. And then here you go, you can see him in Pokemon Go. And, that's it as far as that is concerned. So, the end verdict is this thing's real. Its name is Meltan. It's a mythical Pokemon. And it's a Steel type. Now, they never mentioned in that trailer it was a Steel type. But according to Cerebi, it's a Steel type. If Cerebi says it, I believe it. Because they have been proven over the years to be a reliable source. I believe there was some Japanese marketing for it over on Twitter that said it was a Steel type, and that's how they got that information. I mean, it's clearly a Steel type just by looking at it. So, it's a mythical Pokemon, it's a Steel type, and its name is Meltan. So, yeah, all you people who have been trying to push the agenda that this thing is nothing more than a placeholder, yeah, that's that's not gonna work anymore. We have an official trailer from the Pokemon YouTube channel giving us a name, that it's a mythical Pokemon, and giving us in-game footage of it. So it's not a placeholder. I feel like there's gonna be some people out there who are still gonna try to say this thing's a placeholder, and to those people, I say go get yourself checked because you might have something wrong up here. All right, you might want to go get an evaluation done. Because at this point, if anybody is trying to say this thing is a placeholder, there's not something right going on in here. Um, but anyway, that being said, it's real. I actually really like its design. A lot of people are kind of up in the air about its design. A lot of people don't like it. Um, and I made a pretty good argument to this as well, because a lot of people are saying, oh, it's such a lazy design. Oh, they're running out of ideas. And I made a pretty good argument to this as well. Um, and my argument was, people always complain that, and I posted this on Discord, but people always complain that Game Freak is running out of ideas or that they're giving us lazy designs. To those people, I remind them that Gen 1, the original line of Pokemon, had a ball that evolves into a bigger ball, a pile of sludge that evolves into a bigger pile of sludge, and two evolutions, Magnemite and Diglett, that when they evolved, they just copy paste the base form and called it an evolution. Magnemite, just throw two more Magnemites in there. Now it's a Magneton. It's an evolution. Diglett, just throw two more Digletts in there. Now it's an evolution. It's like, come on, guys. Come on. You want to talk about lazy designs and running out of ideas. Look at Gen 1, okay? Gen 1, alright? If Voltorb and Electro don't tell you anything about fucking lazy designs, I don't know what does, okay? So, to all the people who are always giving, like, Game Freak shit about running out of ideas and lazy designs, like, it's been that way since Gen 1, okay? I don't know why you guys are surprised. We have over 800 Pokemon at this point. They're gonna have a couple bad designs here and there. Not every single one can be perfect. Me on the other hand, I absolutely love this Pokemon's design. Let me see if I can pull up, let's see, some photos real quick. I love its design. And I'm looking forward to having one of these. Let's see. Let's see here. Here we go. Okay, so I've pulled up the official artwork for it. Let's see if I can. There we go. Look at that. That's fucking beautiful. And there you go. There's the tail. So it does have a tail. I already knew about that, but some people didn't. But yeah, it does have a tail. The only thing I don't like about this Pokemon is it's shiny. Because it's shiny, all that happens is this gold up here turns like a bronze color, so it gets slightly darker, and then the tail turns blue. So it's kind of a lazy shiny, but that's it. That's all we have to say on the new Pokemon for now. So I hate to be that guy, but to anybody that was saying this thing is a placeholder, I was right. And I wasn't the only one saying this wasn't a placeholder. Like, there's tons of people who were saying it wasn't a placeholder. But, like, the whole placeholder argument is gone now. Which it never should have been an argument to begin with. I guess the only thing left to talk about is whether or not we think Niantic did this on purpose. because, you know, soon after it was leaked, some people over at Niantic were tweeting, trying to make off that this whole thing was done on purpose. Um, and I just want to talk about that real quick. Uh, that's the biggest fucking joke I've ever heard. It really is. I'm gonna keep in mind, take what I say with a grain of salt, because I don't have any proof here. This is just my opinion on the matter. Um, but this is what I believe what happened. Alright? Somebody over at Niantic accidentally sent over the model for this Pokemon in the network traffic, and data miners, Charles, I believe, found it, and that's how it initially got leaked, by accident. Now, then, soon after, Niantic was kind of in panic mode, because what do we do? Everybody pretty much knows about it now. What do we do about it? So the PR team, public relations team, over at Niantic was like, okay, we'll just make it seem like we did this on purpose. So we'll have it start showing up in Pokemon Go, starting Community Day, so that, you know, everybody in the world sees it. Anybody who hasn't seen it will see it, because everybody's going to be out on Community Day. So that, I believe that was a PR stunt to make it seem like the initial leak of this Pokemon was on purpose. I think the initial leak of this Pokemon was on accident, and they made this whole PR stunt to be like, no, we did it on purpose, you know? Just to kind of keep their shareholders happy, right? Or just to kind of keep their public image better. Because Niantic has always had a really bad public image. Because time and time again, they've shown that they're horribly incompetent. So they were just kind of like, oh shit, this is probably the most incompetent thing we've ever done. We need to make it seem like we did it on purpose so that everybody thinks we're less incompetent than we are. I believe that is what happened. Now, I don't have any proof, but that is my sinking suspicion. Regardless of what happened, we know this Pokemon exists now. I'm happy for it. I like the design. Again, this is my new favorite Pokemon. Lugia will always be my favorite legendary, though. Lugia will always be my favorite legendary. But this is my new favorite Pokemon overall. So, that being said, let me know what you guys think. Are y'all on Team Placeholder or Team Meltan? Do y'all believe in the Meltan? I think we all kind of have to at this point. But let me know what you guys think. And please, if y'all find anybody after this point trying to say that this thing is a placeholder, like, send me some stuff over on Discord, because I could use a good laugh. But anyway, thank all you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and become all the ground babies. I'll see all you guys next time. Goodbye, guys.